Hello degenerates and welcome to Worst Gacha Ever, a series where we will cover new gacha releases to see how good or bad they are so you don't have to waste your time. Today we are playing Maid Masters. We'll go over combat, gameplay, gacha, art, animations and UI, music and sounds, community, the company that releases the game, and then my final thoughts. All that said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and before we start the video, you can also join our Waifus community with the link in the description below, and let's see how good this game is. And for that, let's switch to actually the game itself. Combat is really boring, as you will see in a second. It's basically like AFK Arena. We can go to actually chapter 2. I just started this, but without the grid. You can actually place where you want your characters. So as you can see, you can drag the characters and choose where you want them to be. Something really funny, it's depending on the personality of the characters, of the mates, they will react one way or another when you pick them up. Pretty good detail, small things, but still cool to see. So you place your maid, click start, and robots will appear out of nowhere. 90% of the time, 99% of the time, it's robots against mates, which I'm not complaining, that's cool. Now a huge pet peeve and something I don't like, and it's as you are seeing right now, it's the skills for the characters. There's no animations. That's the ultimate animation for the characters, which is that small zoom in with the character art, and that's it. No animation, no nothing, no L to the art, and that's kinda it sucks a little bit, but again, I understand it's like a low budget game. Now, something I do really like is there's a small checkbox here that says view a story. So you can skip the story just by checking that, and it will take you directly to the position. Something I don't like is the auto, X2 and pause menu, because they are one on each corner. Now that is not intuitive for any mobile player. You are used to having everything on the top right corner, and it's there because it works, because big companies invest money to understand where it's better to position those things, and you putting them on somewhere else, it's kinda like it took like me a couple matches to see the ×2 speed button, because I didn't see it, I was not expecting it in that position. So that's like something small to talk about, but again, I think it's worth talking, because this is not only me trying to shit talk companies, it's me actually giving feedback on games on how good or bad they are. Now, to finish the combat category, because that's the combat, there's nothing else, let's talk about the biggest issue I have, and one of the reasons I will not play this game, a stamina system. I don't like stamina systems in any type of game. The stamina systems always suck, like they are super bad in my opinion. So that's basically everything to know about combat in this game. Super simple, again, just one last combat so you can see it, but there's just, the animations are good, it's 60 FPS, pretty decent. The chibis are nice if you like them, but again, nothing super amazing. All that said about combat, let's move about the important thing of these reviews, gacha and raids, because this is a gacha. But let's talk about gacha and raids. Rarity in this game, it's like Arknights, it's based on stars. The lowest rarity is 4 stars, the highest it's 6. I don't have any 6 because I haven't pulled yet, I was waiting to make this video. Now if we go to the shop here on supply, there is actually 2 banners. One which is the mates, which is the normal banner. The summon is 1600 and you can summon with this ticket right here. And there's no PT on this banner, or at least I can't see any PT even in the details, which we'll see in a second. And then there's another banner which is the pickup banner with a specific mate, obviously, in this case Seraph, a 6 star. And you have PT at 50. But I don't think this game is super generous, so that obviously could change. In terms of probabilities, the game is actually quite generous, because as you can see, 4-star mates are 43%, 5-star mates are 39%, and 6-star mates are 18%, which is pretty good for the highest variety in the game. Something that's not good is there is an equipment gacha. I think the equipment in this game is actually pretty well done, and we'll talk about that later on. I wanna pull for, if it's hard for me to save up for characters, imagine for characters and weapons. No thank you. And now that we are in the shop, let's talk about prices. A multi will set you back around 20 bucks, it's 1600, again you have to buy 2, so yeah, 15, 20 bucks. Pretty standard, and there are some good offers. On the packages section right here, for example, you have a multi for 8 bucks, which is pretty nice, and then you have 2 multis, one for characters and one for equipment for 10 bucks. Again, pretty nice in terms of pricing, but for what we are getting in this game, I feel this is expensive. Now, something that's really stupid, it's this right here. These icons, they are the least appealing thing they could have added. Like, just look at this. Is this enticing to you in terms of, oh, I want to buy this? Look how this package of 50 bucks look. Yeah, this is super attractive. No, it's not. It's a fucking gem that is super ugly. Why would I buy this? It doesn't feel rewarding to buy this, even though I know I'm getting a good value out of the gems. If we compare this to Nikke or to any other game, which you'll have a screenshot somewhere right now on the screen, compare that. Like, that's enticing, that's attractive, this is not. And so usually in games, spending to charge up directly premium currency, it's a bad idea. If it's even super ugly, why the fuck would you charge money? So yeah. And then let's actually see how the animation for the temple looks. So let's do one of this. Alright, 5-star, Igna. Right, that was a random character that I got. So let's do a multi now and see if it's different. No different, and there is not like an animation. Let's see if we get like a 6-star and it's different. The lore. I mean, if the 5 stars open like that, I don't think the 6-star will open differently. This is like great, it's good looking maid. So even 6-star, which is this is Seraph, the one on the pickup banner, doesn't have a different animation. Again, I understand this is low budget, but I think they can do better. And it's like, if I'm not feeling good when pulling, the gacha games make no sense. You are pulling because it feels good, it feels rewarding to get a character that you wanted. And here it's like, yeah, doors open, you get the character, no sounds, no nothing. You get the voice line, which is nice, and you get the characters themselves. And again, the characters are not bad. Look at Seraph. Seraph is good looking. That's everything I have to say for the gacha aspect of the game. So let's move into art, animations, and UI. So let's start with the interface, and it lacks personality. Let's be honest, it's not attractive. It's not like it's bad. Like the layout is a standard layout for gachas. It's not bad. It's just there's a lot of inconsistencies. For example, the right part looks good. It's nice. It's simple. Now the problem is the icons on the top and the icons on the left. Let's check the icons on the left first. These icons are designs that you would find on mostly websites and free icons that you can get on, for example, flaticon.com. They don't look bad, but when you pair them with the icons on top, they are just out of place. The icons on top are the worst ones by far. Premium currency sucks. The silver one is actually really good. Then you have the stamina, which is a fucking flag. Maybe it's in the lore, the reason why it's a flag, I don't care. And then you have a sword, which I'm guessing is PvP, I don't even know what it is. But just look at the contrast of the 4 icons. It feels bad, it lacks personality and it lacks consistency. Now you might be thinking, oh Sephi, you're just nitpicking. Yes, I am. This is called the worst gacha ever, and that's what we do. Now let's move into the maids and the character designs, because actually, no, not here, sorry, on the archive. There's a lot of maids that look really nice. My issue is, let me show you my favorite character, the one that will probably be on the thumbnail here. This is Chacon. Looks pretty nice, right? The issue is when you go to the home screen, there is no character that has L2D animations. You might be thinking, well, that's not important. It is important. Gacha players most of the time start playing because they want to collect good looking characters and look at them. And here I'm just looking at PNGs. And the only way of getting L2D animations, as far as I've seen, it's on the supply shop by paying these skins. Look how good these two look. Now tell me, they could have not done this for the 6-star characters. They could have. And it would make a really big difference in terms of player retention. And it sucks that they are the only way I can get animated characters is by paying $10. I think it's 10 or no, it's $15. $15 for a skin on a game of this quality, I'm sorry, but that's a pass for me. Now, going back to what I said before about the equipment system, they have a gacha for equipment, which I think it sucks. But what they did good is actually the system itself, because it's not equipment per se. As you can see, if we click here, there are cards. And you can see what they do, because this is the dexterity. I don't think I have more cards. Let me show you one of the units with more cards, this one. Depending on the type of card, it does something different. Attack, HP, all, HP, whatever, right? This is a pretty good system because they don't have the budget to do custom icons for every piece of equipment, which means if you add a system with poker cards, it looks good, each matches the design, and it's actually pretty nice. You know what's not nice? Having a fucking banner for gacha equipment, and I will not get tired of saying this. Now, to finish this category, let's switch to the browser for a second. And this is just like a personal note. This is the art director for the game, Chobi. Now, He has a real thing for maids, like that's all he draws. I find that super funny. If you want to follow him, it's Chobi_. He really likes maids. As you can see, he does a really good art style. And yeah, just wanted to let you guys know, if you want to follow him, even if you are not playing the game, he has a really cool Twitter. That said, let's move to music and sound. Now let's talk about the music for a second, and as you are here on the background, if you like lo-fi music and the lo-fi girl radio, you will like this soundtrack. Let me actually turn it up. Now, that's the only song on the game, at least on the menus. The combat one is different. So, you know, it will get repetitive really quick. In terms of language for the app, you get Japanese, English, and Korean, but the voices are always in Japanese. I don't mind that. It's always nice to have more options, but again, I understand it's a low budget game. In terms of voice lines, there's at least 2 or 3 per character, plus their skill voice lines. So between 5 and 8 voice lines per maid. Now, the last part for this category, the music category, it's going to be the loading screen music, this theme. Compare the lo-fi shitty music, pretty generic, to this song. Let it load. And let me turn the volume. Now, I don't know if this is original or it's from someone that they took the license to be able to use it, but this is a pretty good song. Why there are no more songs, like 2 or 3 more in the game? We just got like this one and 2 songs, like one for the menu, one for combat. That's it. And it's like, with how good this song is, I was expecting a little bit more in the department of music, but there's no more. But you can ask for everything. So this is the shortest one, the music and sounds. Not much else to talk about here, so let's talk about community and company. Now, sadly, community and company for this game, it's fucking bad. So they only have a website that's really hard to find, and let me switch to the screen so you can see this yourself. So in order to find the website, the only way for you to do it is not through Google, Bing, whatever search engine you use. You need to come to the Play Store, developer contact, and in here you will have a website, maidmasters.net. When you come to the website, you will find the trailer, some information about the game, links for the App Store and the Play Store. Again, some art, really good art. And that's it. There are no social media links, there is no information, there is no Facebook group or Discord community, nothing. CB is for the character cast and the voice actors, again, pretty nice. And then they have a Naver community. Now, what is Naver? It's a Korean social media, really popular for games. I'm pretty sure that's for most stuff too. So if you are not Korean or understand Korean, this game is dead for you. There is no way of talking with people, because the only other way of talking is with this chat, and it doesn't work. So it's like maybe they are fixing it or updating the game. It could be nice, but as of right now, it doesn't work. It also seems it's the first game of the company, so I can't say much in terms of the future or how long the game will last, but in my opinion, it doesn't look too good in terms of, you know, lasting for some years. So what are my final thoughts on this and if it's worth it or not? Another gacha that brings nothing new to the players and doesn't really stand out from the competitors. Wide variety of maids, little animations to make it appealing enough to players from other games to switch or to stay playing. Prices, as I said before, they are standard, but I think or feel they are higher than they should be for a game of this quality. And again, I understand games take time to develop and they take money to maintain, but I think prices are way too high for what the game offers at the moment. So to summarize, if you like maids, you can give it a try, but for me, it's a hard pass. And that's about it, folks. If you like this type of reviews, I will be uploading a couple more this week because we have like 3 or 4 games released this week. If you have anything else to add to the review, feel free to tweet it in the comment section below. Like we said before, you can also like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. And like always, see you on the next one.